What's up, everybody? You're back in the machine. 5 days, 5 poses, day 3. You made it. It's hump day. You're like halfway there. Today, we add a little bit more movement based on some of the stuff we did in the first 2 days. Let's do this. All right, we're doing this day 3 of 5. You're almost halfway there. Remember, there is no warm-up. The routine is the warm-up. That's why we do it 5 times. The first time through, I'll explain it all, maybe a little too much, to make sure we're on the same page, and then we'll pick up the pace. Let's go to the front of our space, top of the mat, wherever you are. Feet together, mountain pose, really quick. Engage the quads, neutral pelvis, shoulders up, back, and down, chin off the chest. One really big breath, biggest one of the day. Use your whole body, pull your shoulders up, expand your chest, stomach, everything you have. Take a sip at the top and let it all go. And let's get started. Hands at heart center. Bend the knees, find a chair pose. Shift the weight a little bit to the left. And then nice and easy with control, step that right foot back. Back leg is straight, front leg is bent. We're going to leave the hips where they are and twist the shoulders. So we hook the right elbow outside the left. Straighten our spines again, no matter how low they are. And then twist, trying to line the palms up with the sternum. Maybe not a huge twist the first time. Looking up at the sky if you want to challenge your balance and to engage the cervical vertebrae. Remember to breathe. Don't let the hips chase you. Keep them square to the front of the mat. Keep the shoulders off the ears. And now spin the back heel flat. Puts about a 45 with that right foot. And now reach your hands to the upper right corner of the mat. Warrior dog, I call this, because the upper body is like a down dog and the lower body is like a warrior bee. Keep the hips where they were. Don't bring them forward. Don't shove them too far back. Imagine the lower body, warrior bee, upper body, down dog. Knee doesn't flex out. Squeeze it in toward that left shoulder. And let's turn it back to the center. Hands planted inside of the left foot. Let's drop the right knee this first time. Drop the hips, straighten the arms, and lift the chest. So we have kind of a modified lizard pose here. The idea is to stretch this back so we want to drop the hips as we lift the chest. Keep that left knee squeezing in. It wants to go out, but don't let it do that yet, because we're going to do it now. A little crooked monkey. So maybe plant the right hand a little farther out. Point those left toes out. Left palm drives that left knee. You can set the back foot down flat, top of the foot, if you want, and then push, maybe turn the body, make it a little bit of a twist. You can, your hips might follow a little bit here because the idea is stretching the outside of that left hip. If that's a little too much, just use your elbow or half of a press. If you can get both arms straight, good for you. Remember to breathe. And now let's come back to the center. And we're going to find a little seated forward fold. One leg is bent, the other leg is straight. So let's push back, straighten the front leg, peel the toes back. Don't let that thigh turn out. Keep the toes pointed toward the sky. Back is straight, and we forward fold. And you can go down as far as you need to. If you find something to grip this early, good for you. For now, we're going to have the back pretty much straight as we try to keep pulling the left hip back to stretch this left hamstring. And remember to breathe. And now, let's do this on the other side. Bring it back to the top of the space, really quick. Find mountain pose. Hands at heart center. Bend the knees, find a chair pose with control, stepping the left foot back. Back leg is straight, front leg is bent, back is straight, even if it's way up high. We're not trying to round it on this twist. And now let's find a connection. If it's the hand, fine. If you can get the elbow, cool. Push the palms together, back leg straight, front leg bent. Leave the hips where they were. and twist. Maybe look up. Maybe you're just looking to the side for now. That's okay. But as we go through this, hopefully we get a little bit deeper each time. Once we're even and we feel stable, we'll reach to the upper left. Warrior dog. Drop the back heel. Reach forward with both hands, 2 straight arms. Upper body is a down dog. Lower body is a warrior bee. Keep squeezing that knee toward you. Don't let it flare out. We'll do that on the crooked monkey. Remember to breathe. And now, let's bring it in. Hands inside the right foot. Let's drop the back knee this first time. Plant the palms. Drop the hips. Lift the chest. As always, shoulders aren't jammed up here. Remember to breathe. And now, how about a little crooked monkey? We're going to reach a little bit farther out, maybe like half a palm's width with the left. Point those right toes out. If you have to adjust the foot a little more and heel toe it, that's fine. Top of the back foot down. Push. Big stretch outside of this right hip, near like the piriformis area, a little bit of glute. Shoulders off hips. If that's a little tight, use your elbow. If you're really a Hot Wheel, straighten both arms, maybe look up. It's okay if that foot comes off the mat, but don't sickle it. Don't break your ankle over. Keep it solid at the ankle and the foot. And now let's stretch this right hamstring. We're going back, resting our buns on the left heel. Right leg is straight, toes point up. Forward, pulling back this hip. That's key to engage the stretch. If you let it get sloppy and go forward, you're going to lose the tension. As low as you can the first time with a straight spine. We'll round it a little bit later, but we're still warming up. This is just the first time through. Don't get ahead of yourself. Remember to breathe. And now let's shift it back to the front. There it is. That's the routine. Rise up nice and easy. Find mountain pose. We'll pick up the pace a little bit. I'll do a little less talking, maybe. And let's bend down. Hands heart center. Finding this chair pose. Shift nice and easy. Send the right leg back. Find the width that works for your balance. Back leg straight, front leg bent. Hook it up. Lunging prayer twist. Try to keep the hips forward. Don't let them turn with you. Spine is straight. Even if you're really low, spine is straight. And twist, looking up at the ceiling. Maybe engage a little bit more of the cervical spine this time. Try to point your nose toward the sky. For 3, 2, 1. Drop the back heel. Reach the hands. Warrior dog. Upper right corner. Upper body is a down dog. Lower body is a warrior bee. Remember to breathe. Inventory your form. Left knee squeezes in still. Let's bring it back to the center. Both palms on the mat inside the left foot. Drop that right knee. A little bit lower. Keep squeezing. And once you're really down, if you're feeling it, stay down in the hip and straighten the leg. Even just a little bit, not perfectly straight maybe the first time. That should add to the stretch. Lizard pose, sort of modified. Still, shoulders are off the ears. Let's drop that knee, top of the foot down. Point those toes out. Turn those right fingers out, maybe a little bit just for a brace, and then push, crooked monkey. Remember to breathe. Big stretch on the outside of the hip. The key to a lot of these movements is knowing what you're targeting. So then even if you have to cheat a little bit, as long as you're still targeting doing what you're supposed to. Let's stretch that left hammy. Turn that foot back behind. Set your buns on that heel. Left leg is straight. Toes point up. Straighten the back. Forward fold. Maybe this time you find something to grab. Maybe it's way up here because you're stiff and you're grabbing your pants. Who cares? Back is still pretty straight. If you feel like you're as low as you're going to get, start rounding. Maybe the nose touches the knee. Maybe the forehead on the shin. Whatever works for you. And when you're ready, let's do the other side, bringing it back to the front of the mat. Finding that mountain pose. Remember to breathe. Hands heart center. And we squat down with control, shifting the weight a little bit to the right. Stepping that left foot back. Back leg is straight, front leg is bent as wide as you need to have balance. If you're on one line with both feet, you're probably going to fall over. Hook it up, however you hook it up. Straighten the arms, one line from one elbow to the other. Keep twisting. Try to aim your sternum in line with these fingers, with both palms, and look up. If you're starting to feel a little more open, maybe that left eye aims for the ceiling. Keep the back quad engaged so that leg is straight. Remember to breathe. Of course, if this is rough for you, you can always drop that knee. It's no big deal. The point of this, primarily, is a spinal twist. And now let's drop that heel. Reach upper left-hand corner. With both hands, warrior dog. Remember to breathe. Keep that right knee squeezing in. Don't let it out. It'll go out in a minute. And now let's bring it back to the center. Drop the back knee. Palms on the mat inside of the right leg. Drop the hips. Lift the chest. Keep the hips low. And maybe lift that left knee off the mat. Maybe you straighten it. Maybe it's just a little bit, but it should add to the stretch. And remember to breathe. When you're even on both sides, drop that knee, top of the foot down, point the toes out, maybe the left fingers out, and push crooked monkey. Remember, shoulders are back off the ears, scapula together like they are almost all the time in yoga. Remember that ankle is strong. Maybe you're looking up a little bit. That's cool. The stretch is right here. And remember to breathe. And let's sit it back, buns on the left heel, straighten the right leg, toes point directly up, not out, but straight up and down. Back is straight, forward folding. Remember to breathe as low as you can go. If you feel like you're about as low as you go, maybe start to round, aiming your chin for your knee, nose for your shin, whatever works for you. Maybe you're grabbing the toes. Maybe you're completely behind the foot. Whatever works. And yes, I'm lower on the left than on the right. Most people are uneven. And no, I'm not filming this all in the same day. I just really like these pants. And let's bring it back up to the top. That's 2 out of 5 rounds. What is that, like 40% done? Let's keep going. Fine mountain pose. Remember to breathe. Hands heart center. Squat it down, chair, shift a little bit to the left, right foot back with control, hook up the right elbow, find the twist, a little bit deeper each time. Remember to breathe, looking up, big league twist, should totally see above your head with that right eye this time. And now let's drop the back heel, reach it forward and to the right. Warrior dog. Remember to breathe. Keep that left knee squeezed in. If you're straining and your face is all crunched up, go ahead and relax it. A crunched up face doesn't make it any easier. And now let's bring it in. Lizard. Hands inside the left foot. Drop that knee just to get low. Now push up. Straighten that leg. And now drop those hips. Try to keep the leg pretty straight if you can. If you can't maintain this spot, just drop the knee. It's up to you. Remember to breathe. Keep aiming the hips down. And listen, drop that knee all together, top of the foot down, turn the toes out, press crooked monkey. Remember to breathe. Maybe you're twisting up. Maybe you're grabbing the back foot if you're really fancy, but don't do that if it means that you're letting up on the stretch at the hip. And now let's sit it back, straighten the front leg, toes point up, back is straight, forward folding, whatever that is for you. For 3, 2, 1, bringing it up. Other side, we're exactly halfway now. You can do it. If you can't do this, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe save your gym money for an Xbox or something. Hands to heart center. Squat down. Stepping it back, nice and easy as we shift a little weight to the right. Back leg is straight, front leg is bent. Hook the left elbow outside for the twist. And you may have one side that twists easier than the other too. Just means you're normal. Remember to breathe. Keep those hips in place, and let's turn the back heel down. Reach upper left and breathe. Warrior dog, straight arms. Keep squeezing the right knee in. Remember, we'll get that knee pointed out later. Remember to breathe. Let's bring it in, finding lizard. This time we're going to drop down, drop the hips, press away, straighten the back leg, and keep dropping the hips. Keep the knee in toward you. Remember to breathe. And now, once we're even, drop the back knee, top of the foot, turn the toes out, crooked monkey. Remember to breathe. 2 straight arms. Sometimes this is one where our shoulders jam. Keep them back away, scapula together. If you want to grab that foot, go for it, but not at the expense of this stretch. And now, sitting it back, stretch the right hammy, toes point up. Keep the toes peeled and the legs straight. Again, it doesn't matter how far you go, but if you're bending your leg just to get down, the stretch is gone. Let's find it. And breathe into it. And that is 3/5 of the way. Let's go. Stepping it up. Finding mountain one more time. Up nice and easy. Hands heart center. Bend down, finding chair. Step the right foot back. Nice and easy. We'll pick up the pace just a little bit now that we know what we're doing. Hook it up for a twist. Back leg straight. Keep lifting the back hamstring up as we twist, twist, twist. Back heel down, reaching upper right corner. Warrior dog. Couple of breaths in each pose. And now to the center, lizard. Maybe this time we get a little bit lower. Maybe this hand behind. Whatever feels good for you, stretching the right psoas. Drop the knee, toes out, plant the palm, push, crooked monkey, top of the back foot down. Couple of breaths. And back. Sit on that heel, straighten the leg, peel the toes, reach. Whatever you have, remembering to breathe. And back to the top of the mat, other side, mountain pose, rise up slow. Brief little stop in mountain. Hands heart center. Finding the chair, shift it, step it nice and smooth. Back leg straight, hook it up, twist, looking up and to the right. Left eye to the sky. Remember to breathe. Drop the back heel, reach, upper left, warrior dog. Squeeze the knee in. And lizard pose, setting it up. Maybe this time, front hand goes inside. Maybe elbows are down. I still try to squeeze the knee toward me. Dropping the hips. Couple of breaths. Knee down, toes out. Push the mat, push the knee. And sitting it back. Straighten the front leg, toes point up. And reach. Whatever grip you have, that's the grip you have. 2 breaths. And let's bring it back to the top for the last and final round. Up nice and easy. Get organized, make this one count. Get mentally prepared, shake it out if you have to. Squat down, chair pose, shift a little, step the right foot, hook it up for the twist. Best twist of the day, maybe the second to the best. You get one more shot. Keep twisting, keep looking, a little farther, 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 and drop the back heel, reach, warrior dog. Couple of breaths, settle in, focus on form. And let's bring it in for lizard pose. Back leg is straight, maybe. Elbows down, maybe underneath. A couple of breaths. Let's drop the knee, plant the palm, turn the toes out, press the mat, press the knee. Remember to breathe. And let's stretch that front hamstring, sitting it back. Toes point up, toes peel back towards you. Exhale into it, find your stretch. Remember to breathe. When you've had enough, only when you've had enough, let's bring it back to the top of the mat for the final side. Rise up nice and easy. Big breath, get organized. Brief stop in mountain. Hands heart center. Squat down, little chair pose as we shift. Step it back. Proper width so we don't fall over, hook it up for the twist. Remember to breathe. Left eye up. One more breath. And let's drop the back heel. Reach the hands up to the left. Warrior dog, squeeze the knee toward you. Don't let it flare out yet. One more breath. Hands back to the top of the mat. Let's find lizard. Dropping it down a little lower this time, maybe. Remember, getting lower helps the hip go lower. Maybe elbows down. Whatever works for you. Settle in for 2 breaths. Let's drop the back knee. Plant the left hand, toes out. Press the mat, press the knee. Stretch that hip. Maybe look up. Big breath. With an exhale. One more big breath. With an exhale. Last movement. Let's get that hamstring. Set back on the heel. Toes are up. Pointed straight to the sky. Peeled toward you. Big exhale. As we fold. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Stepping it up. Nice and slow. Back to where we started. Awesome. You did it. More than halfway there. 3 out of 5. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the little bell.
But the whole point of the machine is to relieve you of that suffering.